Hey guys, what is up? This is Keisha, and I am back today to do another video. Welcome to my channel. And on today, our topic is why modern culture is a breeding ground for fake friends. Why modern culture is a breeding ground for fake friends, and social media definitely enhances it. First, I want to say, if you struggle with loneliness, it definitely is a byproduct of the world that we live in today. Now, the information age has convinced us that we live in the most technologically advanced society of human history. Yeah, that's what they say. We also live in the most connected. This is the most connected we've ever been. But it's so funny how we're technologically connected. However, you have this huge epidemic of loneliness, not just throughout the Western world, but just throughout the world in general, because people are escaping real world reality and they're diving deep into virtual reality, and they're not connecting on a human level the way that we were designed to connect as human beings. However, I want to make sure that I don't get ahead of myself. Okay. Now, I want to talk about it from the social media angle. Social media has convinced us that likes, comments, and all of these different things are actually human connection, but they're not actually sitting down having a conversation with a person, like connection with a person, right? Eye to eye contact. The culture teaches us that people who watch our stuff that we post on Instagram, people who follow us on Instagram, who watch our videos, are somehow, they are our friends in real life, and they're not. A heart or emoji, yes, appreciated. However, that's not true, genuine, authentic friendship. It's not relationship. It's not connection. It is surface level at best. And we have traded human intimacy, uh, whether that be friendship or whether that be romantic relationships, we have traded that for digital validation. Culture and social media have tricked us so much into believing that these alternative connections are actually real connections, and they are not real connections. It has made us a shallow society. It's made us a very vain society, unfortunately. And I will say that it has also made us a very transactional society. Not as if capitalism hasn't done that enough already, but it has definitely contributed, it has definitely contributed to this transactional type of vibe where you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and we'll do like a total deep dive on that in another video. But I talk about in my book How to Spot a Counterfeit Friend how our present culture has taught us to consistently be networking, consistently be trying to social climb, or how our mode of GOVT, capitalism, has taught us to make every relationship that we have transactional. And that takes away from us being able to connect with each other on a human level. We've been fed this alternative, and it's better than the real thing, right? Sad but true. Modern culture also encourages us to just cut people off, right? Like cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. And I get it. Some people should be cut off, but I see people who, they just don't have anybody. And I'm not saying you should keep toxic people around. That's not what I'm saying. No man is an island. We were created to survive together. We were created for community. And the fact that many of us are living deep into this loneliness, we're existing, we've been consumed by loneliness because we are immersing ourselves in alternative forms of community, in alternative forms of reality, in alternative forms of existence, and that's not how we were designed to be. We just weren't. Culture has also created this thing where we avoid accountability. We avoid accountability for our behavior, and we are quick to cut people off. And that is so not healthy. It's absolutely not healthy at all. Our modern culture tells us the moment we have an uncomfortable moment, like if something arises, we should just ghost somebody or we should just cut them off. When really we should just communicate our way through it. We should talk our way through it, right? Real relationships require work, just like friendships require work. And if somebody is authentic, if somebody is genuine and they are worth keeping, why not go through that process of conflict resolution? Why not go through that process of talking it out? Why not go through that process of communicating effectively? Why is the answer always cut people off? You don't need that. The issue with that is the immaturity of people, the immaturity of individuals in that particular moment of uncomfortability, whereas we can't talk about what went wrong. We can't discuss about how you said this and it made me feel away, or I said this and it made you feel away, and now I have to actually be responsible or respectful to you to make sure that I don't say anything that is going to be offensive to you. Instead of being an adult about it, I don't want to deal with people because we just choose. We don't want to have to change. We don't want to have to grow. We don't want to have to develop ourselves. We don't want to have to self-develop, right? And that's just no way to be. That's just no way to be. And true and authentic friendship does take some level of maturity. To sit with that friction, to sit with that level of uncomfortability. I'm talking about mature grown people. I ain't talking about dealing with people, toxic people that ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about people who are grown and mature, that's authentic and genuine and not counterfeit. Because we as people are imperfect. We are not perfect, y'all. We just not. And I don't think that we have enough people to say that I love you enough and I care about you enough past your imperfections. You my friend, and I'm going to tell you the truth. And I want you to love me enough to tell the truth. But we rather listen to random people on the internet, myself included. And I'm a random person on the internet, but we rather do what is easy, or what random people on the internet say. Just cut them off. You don't need that in your life. Just cut them off. Just cut them off. Okay. Do what works for you, I guess. Again, real friendships will require some level of maturity. A culture that runs from accountability will most always definitely breed counterfeit behavior. It will breed fair weather friends. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope that this helps. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely leave a comment down below if you have some growing to do in the area of friendship. I know I still do. So I have a lot to learn still at my big age. All right. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.